And we're live in the 605, baby. Woo!
That was very radio-esque.
That's nothing but the best here, 605 podcast. We got this. Now we just got to see who joins, who's ready, because I got my usual crew.
Kind of quiet.
Whoop, got it. Got the usual crew.
Why are you quiet?
What do you mean, why am I quiet?
They're just super quiet.
No. Normal. Turn up that audio there, guy.
Whatever. Good enough. Like I said in the readings, trying to
dual screen in. Yeah. T. Miller's ready. Whoop, whoop.
He's watching.
Oh, yeah, he's ready. Let me get this full screen.
He's committed to those notifications.
Well, yeah, he's a moderator.
So are you sharing the monitor so it looks like
just like we look side by side?
We're not doing. If we were prepared, which is like we said, 100 videos.
We're gonna get it better, T. Miller.
When we
this
get
is
it
just
to
episode
100,
3.
But when we get to 100, that's when we're like,
wait, 100 people or 100%?
100 videos, 100 podcasts.
Oh,
remember,
nice.
Mr. B said he didn't learn until he got to the 100th one, and then it evolved.
Never heard of that guy.
No, he's never done anything really. Pretty boring.
Yeah, sounds fake. So T. Miller wants to know what's going on. We are basically starting a random podcast twice a week, Monday, Thursday, half hour to an hour long, just little snippets of life. So this is our first time. This is actually episode 3. My first stream though. So my first live stream of his stream, and then he'll put his on the old YouTube, and I got mine out on Twitch. So we were still deciding on topics. Like the other two were kind of like meet and greet, kind of seeing where we were, where we're going, what is this about, right? And then episode 1 was just kind of like how do we make our mics work and not sound like idiots? So yeah, it's progress.
I failed. It was my fault.
So T. Miller says, Miller needs a mic so his voice ain't echoey. So I'm using my boom mic. He has a boom mic. You just can't see it. It's that little fuzzy thing, like in the corner of his screen. So he's working on it. Yep, that's it. Touch it.
Just does that sound echoey?
I don't know. I'm sure mine sounds fucking dope per usual,
I thought I changed all my stuff.
Oh, Miller says mine's perf. He's a little bit biased, though. I get it.
Oh, it could be mine's echoey.
Let me tell you something about my best friend.
I don't know if mine. Like I said, I thought. Maybe should I take this off?
I told you it was better with that before. Let it do its job. No, I don't have. Mine never came with a fuzz. I got my pop mic filter. Nice job, Bozo. No, I got my little pop mic filter, which is this little guy. I just hit my mic, so it's vibrating. But
yeah,
that little guy.
Filter for that. I don't know. I feel like it's far enough away.
It just helps with the P's. Penis. Pecker.
I'm better when I get louder. Louder, closer. I don't know. Anyway.
It's like a good takeaway, though. The closer you get, the more I have to see your face. So it's kind of like a takeaway. Like
my camera's right there now.
Yeah, no. I always like it down because then I don't get fat face.
I don't care. I know I'm big. Remember we talked about that episode 1?
Yeah, we're thick. Yeah, fat fuck. Yeah.
The other day. Nice. He didn't notice. Anyways, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about
ready, gentlemen.
Some places in Sioux Falls that we like to consider
hot spots.
Yeah. We'll say should we go top 10?
I don't know if I have 10 places, but I'll give you top 3.
Well, how about we do this? How about we do top 5 of fast food restaurants? Top 5 fast food drive-thrus.
Yep.
We're gonna rank.
I'm not gonna know. Wait. I don't know if I can rank the places though, because that's hard for 10 of them.
Well,
how about
hard reasons why you would choose them over others.
Got it. Fair. Yep.
And then we'll go with top 5 no rank. I guess top 5 of sit-down restaurants where
no rank.
It's considered a courtesy to tip. Typically, you should, i.e., Olive Garden, Granite City, places like that. So,
got it.
Just kind of start off when we deal with restaurants, right?
Restaurants, yes.
So it's probably comical because a guy like myself, probably like the cultural food like sushi and and things like that. But
one of those kind of podcasts.
Actually, not a preference of mine. We'll keep it to that. But what do you think? Where's your mind going? What is the if you had to gun to your head, one place you got to go, You and the wife. Where are you going?
Johnny Carino's.
Why?
Food is dope. It's really good. Service is always good. We kind of have like our go-to. They have like sweet pizzas for the kids. Kids coming or no? No kids.
You want the crayons? Sure.
Team Miller says Johnny Carino's subpar. Okay.
Well, that's an opinion.
Yeah, we're not saying it's the best. We're going off of favorites. You can't argue favorite because that's mine. You have your own
Objective.
opinion. Yeah, figure it out, bud. We'll get through this together. So Johnny Carino's a good spot. Grill 26, top spot. Crave, top spot. What?
No, you're doing sit down places, which is fine. We can do that.
Okay.
So Carino's.
Maury's. He said Maury's. Maury's is good. I'll give Maury's up there. Yep.
How many times have you been Maury's?
3.
In your life?
Yeah.
But it's in your top 5?
No, I'm reading it off of his. He said Maury's.
Okay. I was going to say it's like Maury's is in your top 5.
Here's the whole thing, and I'm sure T. Miller can attest to it. When you do a podcast, when you join people, you want to be involved. If it was just us talking, no one cares. No one gives a fuck about us. They don't. Ooh, Texas Roadhouse? That's more of like a chainy type of thing. That's like Taco Bell. I'm thinking about good Mexican
I'll say it publicly just because in a previous life I used to work at Budweiser. If you walked into the kitchen, Texas Roadhouse, 4 hours back in 2010, you'd question it.
Instant diarrhea, some say.
I wouldn't go there.
It's honestly still good. Yeah, Raina said that today. She's like, we were driving to Costco, and we're driving by 49th Street. She's like, oh, we should go to Outback Steakhouse sometime. I was like, nah, I'd rather go to Texas Roadhouse. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll go to Texas Roadhouse. Cinnamon buns.
Some people forget that Outback's even open still.
Yeah, no one knows. Because if you're down that far on the street, you might as well just go to Brazilian Carnival. Also, that's top 10.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Carnival Brazilian Grill.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, delicious. Sakura for sushi. Otherwise, Tokyo, 26th Street. Super good.
I'll give you that.
And then
that's your top sushi place, you think?
Yeah, 100%. I haven't had whatchamacallit downtown. What's the downtown sushi place?
Sushi Masa.
Sushi Masa. Have not had that yet. But it could be delicious. I mean, sushi's hard. Not I would say it's hard to fuck up, but
you mean you ever been to Hy-Vee, Walmart?
I'm not gonna. Walmart sushi in Ames, Iowa, top notch. Sold the guy some stuff. He actually had
You haven't been there since 2010.
When? 14.
Whatever. Still.
Might have been 12.
Long time ago.
Anyway, I'm sure he's dead now. Who knows? People die. You want to talk about that tonight's podcast?
I knew you. As soon as you said that, I was like,
yeah.
Oh, this is just gonna. Here, we'll go dark. We'll just go dark.
Yeah, dark 30.
Dark side.
Here's what it is. Just for my parents' sake, we'll throw a Red Lobster in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Red Lobster's good. So Gaddis, and it's funny you say that. Gaddis and Jones and I actually were there. I think it was 4 years ago now. 5 years ago. It was when Jones's wife was a manager there.
Ooh.
Or I don't know. She worked there. Anyways, long story short, Gaddis balanced his checkbook while we were there.
Turns out 37 cents.
He had a ledger.
Yep.
But anyways,
thank you.
It was funny because I think that was like one of the last times she worked there. I haven't been back since. I guess I don't go there.
Yeah, no one does. Yeah, no one does anymore. It's not the thing. What else is good?
So I mean, theoretically, there's hundreds and hundreds of choices, right?
Yeah.
All these places you can pick from. When it gets down to why, would you go for service, being excellent all the time? Whoever you get, it's always consistent. You're always getting
Crawford's too. That's all hoity-toity.
Oh, Crawford's, you're pretty much an A-list celeb there.
Who wants to hear the best story? This is actually a good segue. Nice job, Miller.
Because I remember there was a time when when I had a friend that thought it'd be really funny to be
So
that guy.
yeah, that guy. So rewind. I don't even know if T Miller knows this story yet. Perhaps, but we one of my buddies. It was like, "Ooh, we got a new follow. Oh, it's Andy. Just subscribe. Love you, buddy." Um, yeah. So buddy calls. We were gonna do like an impromptu bachelor party, but nothing crazy. They wanted to go to someplace fancy to eat. So um, my buddy Phil was just like, we never do anything fancy. Let's do Crawford's. And I was like, dude, Crawford's is like stupid expensive. Like their cheapest like hamburgers, like $36. Very fancy. It's like $15 drinks. Not my cup of tea. And I was like, no, let's not. So I was sending memes in the chat to him, with like fucking Pinky drinking, Dumb and Dumber orange suit, like tuxedo and shit, saying too fancy, not gonna do it, not gonna do it. And I said, let's go to B Dubs, let's go to fucking Dave and Buster's, something that's gonna be a little bit better. And I lost, long story short. So I worked with one of the bartenders at Crawford's at Subaru a long time ago. So that Friday morning, I texted him. I said, buddy, are you working today? He said, yeah. I said, oh my God, can you please do me a favor? So I said, we have a reservation at 5. I work till 6, so I'll get there probably a little later, closer to 6. When I come into this place, can you greet me as Mr. McConnell and bring me a Bud Light with olives? Like, don't say anything. Just say, hey, Mr. McConnell, welcome back. Good to see you. Here's your Bud Light with olives, and I'm whatever. So I text my buddy as I'm walking in there. I get right in front of the bar. That's where our table was, luckily, and he's behind the bar. I take off my coat, and he's like, "Hey, Mr. McConnell, good to see you." And I was like, "Hey, Zachary," and he's like, "Usual?" And I was like, "Yeah, bud, sounds good." And I sit down. I said, "Just put it on my tab." So I sit down, and then my buddy Phil looks over, and he's like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "What are you like? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Do they know you?" I was like, "Well, a little bit." He's like, "Do you come here often?" I said, "No, I've been there one time my whole life, whole life, and it was just for a drink, and that was it. Never ate there." And he brings me out this fucking purple, pink, whatever martini, not a Bud Light with olives, not what I wanted. So it comes out there and feels like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, trying to think off my feet, like, what do I do where I don't get busted, And I was like, "Oh, he's been making it for me for so long. I just forgot what they're called. He just knows that I like them." So Phil bought that. Was like, logical. Yeah, seems legit. So I start drinking that, and then he got the waitress in on it too. So then the waitress comes out and puts her arm on my shoulder and brings me a Bud Light with olive. And she's like, "Hey, Mr. McConnell, good to see you again. Really appreciate you. Here's your huge." And then like just backed out. And everybody at the table, it was like 7 of us, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" And then Phil's like, "How many times do you have to come here in a week/month where they know your name and know your usual?" He's like, "Is this your go-to?" Like 50 questions, Is this your go-to? Like, do you come here what? Once a week? Twice a week? Once a month? Twice a month? And yeah, it was just fucking perfect. I ended up keeping that secret the whole night. And then I finally told him the next week at my buddy's wedding. But
You didn't tell him till you went to Brett Jude's wedding.
no, no. So he texted me on Monday and
Jeez, I didn't know you
he,
went that far.
yeah. So he texted on Monday and I just text back. I said, "Hey, Mr. McConnell wanted to let you know that he had a splendid time." And he's like, "Man, that's fucking nuts." And I told him I was thinking about running for mayor next year. But yeah, we actually had one of my dad's old gymnasts walked by at Crawford's, recognized me during all this stuff of like, how do they know me? And was like, "Hey, Ryan, how's your dad? Isn't it his birthday?" I said, "It is his birthday. It's amazing." "Well, you tell Tim happy birthday for me." And that was it. And they walked away. So it was like that was added on top of it too. Like I was a fucking regular who knows my parents. Is fucking awesome. It is awesome. Best prank 2022
That was
by me.
a that was a good one. I'd have to say it was when you told me that I think I told you to have him pull your car up, like throw the guy the
Yeah.
keys, be like just
Yeah. Chop, chop.
get this
No,
taken
with,
care of.
with to take the cake, we ended up going across the street to that arcade bar or whatever across the street, and then I ran into 2 Subaru customers.
Oh yeah.
So right when I walked in the door, of course I didn't know their name, but they're like, "Hey, Ryan, good to see you." And I was like, "Hey, man." And he goes, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "Oh, bachelor party." And then I remembered, didn't remember his name, but I remembered I was like, "Oh yeah, don't you come down here and play pinball all the time?" He's like, "We do. Yeah, that's awesome." So then I ran to that, and so that just kind of even played on longer that I fucking know everybody downtown. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
it's
awesome.
tough. I mean, so for me, a little different. Before you moved back to Sioux Falls, I worked at Budweiser for a short stint, and so I got to know kind of the lay of the land, who's who. See servers. It's crazy how much servers bounce around from like each restaurant, and like sometimes
Well, that's all you know. Yeah,
you'll see them at like B Dubs, and then you'll see them the next week at Olive Garden. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, that place sucked," and then they go over here, and then so it's kind of interesting to see the different ownership groups. So like my perspective is different than like say yours. You're
for
going
sure.
off
Yeah,
of
yeah. You get
purely.
behind the scenes. Yeah.
Well, not really. I mean, yeah, but I mean like Vinyl Taco, like when Borrowed Bucks was like the thing,
Oh
and
fuck, we
they
forgot vinyl tacos. Yeah.
but like they're going, when they said they wanted to do that model, he wanted to do it for a long time, and then when they got JL Beers in there, obviously. That was a big franchise out of North Dakota, and then they switched the one over down here, and I think that's kind of interesting seeing the transition of like that's more like hip. Like people like, oh, I mean, it's cool. You can play Mario Kart and be at a vinyl social club and things like that. But I don't know. I think it's like Dave and Buster's. Have you been there yet?
No.
Neither have I. And it's like the whole city of Sioux Falls. Like I own this place. Like I was here first. I got the high score on skee ball. Cool.
Wow.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like, so it's interesting seeing how everybody was pushing and pushing and pushing for like a Dave and Buster's and pushing for like all
No one
these different
cares.
things that they see everywhere else. And then when it gets here, they're like, yeah.
Miller
So
says he was there 2 weeks ago. He said it was great.
yeah, and some people love it. I mean, it's no different than taking your kids to Chuck E. Cheese.
I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm just indifferent. Well,
Yeah.
I still think one day there's a guy, and I'm pretty sure he walked like you, danced like you, the little guy that walks around, the little rat. No joke, thought it was you.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
his
about
middle
your
name.
height, but I thought it
Yeah.
was you. So I
Well,
don't
got to
know.
moonlight somehow.
Maybe you
How do you think
got,
I afford my BMW?
but
Chuck E. Cheese equals garbage
here you
bacteria
pull.
pool.
No, it's just it's just interesting because for me it's all about like the ownership groups and supporting them and knowing those guys. And I mean when I would go into Buck, unfortunately I had the old Budweiser card that I could do whatever. I remember penny taps. My bill was only like $90, and we went through like 16 kegs. It was back in 2010.
Sheesh.
They pulled out 16 kegs, and the bartender she literally looked at me and she goes, "How do you want to do this?" And I was like, "One big bill." And so like all the employees and everybody else looked at me and they're like, "Yeah, you got it." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So swipe my card, and then I may or may not have left a $300 tip. And I remember asking Arch Beal, I'm like, "Hey man, fucked up. Went through 16 kegs though." He's just like, "All
Jesus.
right," just signs off on it. He's like, "Yeah, it's cool." But it's just like the bar and the nightlife with like restaurants. Like it always used to be, right? You would go out to eat and you'd go to a bar, right? Or you'd go downtown or you'd go to all these places. Do you think that's shifted? Do you think that's changed of like how people
No. And you know
really?
why?
I don't you don't go out anymore.
I'm fucking old, bro. That's what it is.
You're 38.
You're
You're
just
young.
old.
You
Yeah.
ain't old.
Yeah. Nope. Nope. Too
What do you
old.
think it is though? Well, I mean, humor me.
I don't think that it's people are still out there. People are still being stupid kids. Fucking wearing skirts when it's like 3 below. How much of a dad am I now that I'm like, look at these little fucking skanks walking around with
Yeah,
short skirts on when it's two
you would
degrees
always look
outside?
and
Get a coat. Your dad would be so pissed.
be like,
Yeah.
but I mean, like it's shifted. I think a little bit. Like you used to go out to eat, and you
Yep.
would. I
Yeah.
mean,
Pre
now it's
kids.
just people just go out.
Yeah.
I
Pre
don't
kids. Nobody goes out with, well, not nobody, but it's hard to go out with kids. It sucks.
feel like it's like do kids still pregame at like somebody's house and play cards? Like I don't even think it's all digital now. They play on their iPads. Just
Yeah. They just do this. It's a local social. Hey, if we're drinking together on the internet, you're not alone.
yeah. Well, like we say though, this feels weird because it's almost
Yeah.
like we're just FaceTiming each other the whole time.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of losers. And
Yeah.
you know,
Not
but
only do I get to see you at work, I get you after hours too. It's super cool.
well, it's a good thing that, like you said, our friend. What'd you say our friendship was like? It was like the summer camp. It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah, you missed that one, episode 1. Our friendship's like a summer camp where we no matter how much time has passed, when we come back together, it's like instant back to normal. But then if we leave, it's whatever. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Send you letters. We'll sing
yeah.
Kumbaya.
But it's just, I mean, like you said though, it's like those places are your favorite. Obviously, Grill 26. I remember all the time you would always order Grill 26, and you would always do all that stuff, you know, and like it's
Oh,
good for the family.
Quinn.
It's easy, right? But
Fucking
do you
Quinn.
think, here's the
Mm,
other
mm.
caveat, do you think ordering food on your phone or a computer has, like, it'll sway people to do that more than they would? Like, you can't go to olivegarden.com
Yeah.
as easy as you can open up the McDonald's app and just order a Happy
I
Meal.
think I think that generation has got people to try new food. There's food that I never even would have tried without having like Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Like from places you wouldn't even try, or
Restaurants.
just
Yeah, I
certain
found
things at a restaurant?
Sakura. I found the sushi place with that. Just like boop sushi. As like cool, it's down the road. Let's try it. And it's fucking awesome. Yeah,
True story.
it's a true story. You heard it here first.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's tough like with food because so many options. Like
Dude,
if
there's too many. Well, like
and
for
it
us, we're all fat asses, so like we eat out every single day for lunch. I rarely bring food, so we try to find, but we have like that
sales does.
10, 10, yeah, 10 of them. Yeah, you guys get food catered in Rough Life. Yeah,
Yeah, it's so great. Let me tell you about it. Episode
Fif-
5. Yeah, we'll
15
go
bucks.
there.
You don't have to pay.
Anyway, but
Yeah,
yeah, you
Fuji
guys
Ramen.
always, huh?
Um, T Miller said he was using that. Tried Fuji Ramen. Fuji Ramen's awesome.
That's
A lot
on
of people won't try
there's
that.
a couple of them, isn't
Minnesota,
there? The one on Minnesota.
Minnesota. Super good.
It's always so dark. You don't know if it's open.
How about the open sign? I don't want to be reading. I can't be doing that kind of stuff. Cuts into my eating time.
I don't know. It's there.
Yeah, nah.
See, the other things too is like places like that. You don't necessarily know what to get because you've never been there, right? So you would need a recommendation from here.
I had a guy that said the Indian place in town. What's the Indian place there, T Miller?
The one on
Um,
Carolyn Ave,
I don't know. What's it called?
Shy Palace.
Yeah, yeah. I had somebody say they're supposed to try the tandoori chicken.
So I've had it. Um, it's what they crave about. Like that's like the thing. I give it a 5.
I figured you like food more, being as chubby as you are. You know, me too.
Okay, that's subjective, but
Subjective. Tell that to your scale, fat fuck.
wow. No,
Sheesh.
we're just calling names.
Numbers don't
Might have to
lie.
get a little bit of interference here and just start to.
No, no.
I'm
Just see if you
losing
can
you. I'm
see if you
losing
can
you.
yeah.
Can't find you. Made
See
it
if you can
personal now.
import one of the Snapchat filters.
What's the? They said there's a thing that if you like turn the side, you suck your tongue during photos. Lose. Try it.
Okay.
See? Watch this right here.
Yeah, totally natural.
We're such losers. This is truly like a bad FaceTime, is what it is. But yeah, no, like Shy Palace, they obviously crave about that. Like everything has like its niche, right?
Yep, T. Miller.
Have
See,
to
he's
try.
the best person in here right now. He ate there last week. Said it was great. Great. Delicious.
He must eat out more than us.
No, maybe. But no.
I always thought he was like a cook connoisseur guy.
Dude,
Like
yeah,
he
with
always
T.
loved.
Miller working at freaking Cars for Sale. You got the sushi place right there. That sandwich place that's kind of okay, but kind of expensive. Capriati's, yeah,
Capriati's
pretty good.
kind of expensive.
Yeah. You've never been where? Whoa. Focus up, T. Miller. You've never been to
The sushi place by his
Sakura
place.
Sushi by How dare you? It's super good. Do it
Well,
this week. Do this week. If you don't like it, I'll pay for it.
wow, even better.
Yeah,
I
it
was
tasted
throwing
like
down.
shit. Yeah, you can get ramen there too, big dog.
Didn't know we were sponsored.
Yeah, Rogue Jeweler, baby. It's a business outing.
Totally different story. Anyways, so obviously listing those places, I would have to agree. But like I said, it's perspective, convenience. I mean, does convenience play a hard role?
Yeah.
I think it does.
We
Location.
do
Like if Chick-fil-A wasn't over by the mall by all the crazy people, I'd go there more.
yeah, it's
The spicy
good.
chicken deluxe is like to me my favorite.
On
Popeyes
point.
is a little bit thicker, a little bit tastier.
I've always had bad experiences at Popeyes here.
Really?
Yeah, just like ordering stuff and then they forget stuff and have to wait.
So there you go. That's a service issue, right?
Yep. But we're too Midwest nice, you know what I mean? It's not going to complain about it. So I guess I'm not going to be a fat ass and have two sandwiches. You know, guess I'll just have one.
Yeah, no, it's I always find it interesting though, like when people like so long story short, I had a really horrible experience at the McDonald's right out here by our place and um I ordered the food at 6:38 and Katie had to leave for work by 6:50. I was thinking that if I physically placed my order at 6:38, I'd have it by 6:50. Nope. 7
Nope.
o'clock? Nope.
Wrong.
So I left and I actually came back at like 7:10. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know where you went." I'm like, "I told you I had to leave because I didn't think it was gonna take a half hour." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "We're just short staffed." And I mean, that's obviously a
Sounds like a
concern.
you problem.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
concern everywhere. I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna have
Service
service
issues.
issues.
I've never
So
had a bad experience at Grill 26 ever. That's like our go-to. Our go-to
if you
go-to
ever
place is
did,
Grill
would you still
26.
go?
I think that they would make it right. Yeah, somehow. There was one time, actually, yeah, no, no, good story. Hey, we ordered food from Grill 26 one time, and they forgot something stupid. Kids fruit, kids mac and cheese, or one of the meals, or something like that. And the fucking we called, and the manager was like, "Yep, nope, it was on your receipt. We just missed it in the box for the DoorDash, whatever." And he personally drove it out to my house. He said, "I'll be right out," and then he brought two things of cheesecake.
Holy shit!
Fun fact: now we like their
So
cheesecake.
here's the next thing. We'll segue into it. We're about 30 minutes in, but number one buffet,
Number one buffet in town, Pizza Ranch.
number two.
Pizza Ranch and tea. No, probably the hibachi place, right? Is
You're
okay.
kidding. I was afraid you were gonna say that.
It's a well. There's like name one other buffet place in town.
Oh yeah, Royal Fork closed.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's that, and then there's that, and then maybe like Godfather's.
Yeah, well, I mean, same
Oh,
thing. Argument can be made about Pizza
oh,
Hut.
Ruby Tuesday. Yeah, Ruby Tuesday salad bar. T
Oh
Miller
yeah,
for the win. Yep, good job.
yeah. Ruby's.
Otherwise, Hy-Vee,
I don't count.
Wahlburgers, baby. Yeah,
The all you can eat.
sure.
Nah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
God, T Miller's been everywhere. He said, yeah, Minerva's has a good salad bar. You got to be a special guest here. You're more like elegant and shit.
we're not gonna talk about restaurants every time.
No, whatever. Yeah, start only restaurants, only food fatty.
That's all
How
we
about
think about.
Valentino's open up by my house in a couple weeks or a month? Yeah,
You don't even remember when Starbucks opened up by your place, and that was a big deal,
it still is. I visit it frequently.
huh?
I visit it frequently.
Yeah, no. Nate orders it every morning on his app. Swing by, pick it up,
Nice.
and I get scooters. So I mean, really, I spend the same amount of money as you do on food. Probably I just spend it in drinks because
Smart.
so stupid. Anyways, so but yeah, I don't know. That was a good one. I feel
I felt
like
good.
did we miss something? Are
No, no.
we are we are we heading down a rabbit hole? I mean, we don't want to babble on and be boring.
Well, no, like I said, it's a half hour to cover all the food places. We might have to do episode two because, like, I would like to Greg's, Who Hot to Go, num, 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 that burrito place downtown. Like, there's a
But
lot
you,
of.
did you ever go to Ched's downtown?
No, I did not.
You know what it is though, the grilled cheese,
Yeah. Yep. I went. I
gourmet
was
grilled
next
cheese.
door.
Great concept, horrible execution.
Yeah.
I'd say that publicly. There's a reason why it didn't work. But at the same time, obviously, I doubt downtown's super affordable. But
For sure. Yes, Monk's is good. I still like Covert Ales, Covert Artistry and Ales,
See,
Artisans,
there's
Covert Artisan Ale.
so many new
Covert's dope,
places. I mean, you could it's seemingly endless, right? Of all the new
dude.
places and stuff that are out there. But
If we ever go out, we will go to Covert because like I sold her a cross truck, super cool. Her husband
they
are
own it.
awesome, yeah, and they work all the time, and awesome, awesome people, awesome environment. Very, very cool place. It's my favorite place in town for a brewery. It's not like I go out a lot and drink, so I've been to like 3,
Well,
but
maybe you have
like,
the secret double life that nobody knows about.
yeah. After I play games all night, showing up here, then I go out and drink by myself till 2 in the morning. Woo! Yeah,
Hey,
super
like I said,
impressed.
it's the double life.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we'll see. We continue. Like I said, we'll eventually get like when you leave,
Yeah, karate stuff.
your
Oh.
name, your things will flash across the screen, and like I said, hopefully, I don't know. Like I said, from the live aspect, we got to figure out. We'll figure out something. You know, like I said, this is only the third time. We get to 5, 10,
And
20.
it's just learning more things, like as far as like what
Yeah, well,
options. I think
this
like for our setup looks good. I assume it looks good on my side on Twitch.
I'm watching it right now on Twitch. That's actually how I'm reading your stream. Like as far as what everybody has.
Oh yeah, yep.
I don't know. I thought we were staying away from the rapscallion look
No. Nope, I love it. You
on the
said
bottom.
no, no. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, with the stuff, you said were we gonna use our names as our gamer tags, and I think that's stupid. But I think if people come in and it's like, hey Ryan, because we're talking like real people, and if they just see the rapscallion stuff, like they'll get there. They'll put the 2 and 2 together eventually. It's not gets my social security number. Like, right? Jesus, a
Like,
gamer tag.
didn't that guy like put it across that truck during the Super Bowl ad, and then he ended up
Yeah,
getting like actually broke?
yeah.
No, yeah, like I said, we'll get that, and then you'll get your little stream deck thing, and you can pop up your stuff. And
I already got my stream deck thing.
no, I
I
mean
can do
like you get
page
your
2.
transitions, and like I said, eventually pull up. Like we could pull up like the image of whatever we're talking about, like actually have like a plot.
Well, that's where I just have your screen up. It'll just show up on yours, and you'll disappear. It's fucking perfect.
No, I thought we were doing the share screen.
Sure, do the
So
share
it goes
screen.
3 ways. So if you were to
Yeah,
share something right now, don't you have it on your? Because I'm recording on my one. I'm
I have
pulling it.
my I have my Streamlabs on top, and then the chat on the bottom.
We used to have the 2 monitors, right?
Mm-hmm. Poor.
Yeah, no, it's good. Good.
Okay, TBD. To be determined. We'll figure it out next time.
Well, this was all you. This was your idea.
I liked the food one. I thought the T Miller first podcast. What do you think?
First one he tuned in.
Yep.
You have 4 viewers right now.
Oh, he says next episode we're supposed to do Sufu pizzas. Yeah, dude, I'm popular.
Do what? Oh, Sufu pizza places.
Yeah. I'm so
Uh,
mad there's Pizza Rev. Fucking my man, it's just what was
Pizza
that
Rev
other place?
closed.
Red Rosa? Yeah. It
The
was also
roast.
good. Yeah, rest in pieces. I know.
Same with. Did you ever go to that place up on North Benson?
North
Um,
Benson. Too far. No.
Big Cheese.
Mm-mm. We did Charlie's Pizza on Friday, and that was okay. It's
That
expensive as fuck.
Yeah, Big Cheese. They had a pizza that was literally called the kitchen sink. Yeah, it had everything in it. It was pretty
Yeah.
much a supreme pizza. But they called it the kitchen sink. It had so much crap on top of it. I mean, it was worth every bit of the $25 it was, but tasty. Closed. Done.
Buy forever. Can't. You got to find that niche that works. You know.
All
All
right.
right, do that. Enough with that Midwest goodbye. End it.
No, it's all you. You do your thing. You do your bye forever, and then I do my exit.
Then I just leave. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what
No.
you did last time, but I actually have like an exit scene, but you do whatever you want. We'll figure it out.
Bye forever.